the balance was 1,000 at 20. All right. So which means the balance was $20,000. Dollars or pounds, whatever. All right. That was the balance on 1st of December. All right. We are using first in, first out. Now, 10th of December. 10th of December, we issue. Issued means out. All right? Issued means out. Issue, which is 500 at 20. All right? 500 at 20. So what is the balance? Balance on 10th of December. So 10th of December, the balance is, we had 1,000, we use it 500. How much left? 500 at 20. So which means 10,000. So on 10th of December, balance was 500 at 20. Okay. Now, on 15th of December, 15th of December, we purchased, means material in. We purchase it. We purchased. We purchased at, so we purchased 1,000 at 24. All right. So what is the balance on 15th of December? We have left on 10th of December and 15th of December. So which means I will write down here first and I will write down here second. First in, second in. All right? Because balance and imbalance of left and in. So what does it mean? This multiplied by this 10,000, this multiplied by this 24,000. Which means 10 plus 24 is 34,000 balance. So I will write down here like this. All right. All right. Balance is 34. Okay. Now on 20th of December. On 20th of December, we issued. All right. We issued means material out. How much out? I guess it's 500 out as per your question. On 20th of December, 20th of December, out is only 250. All right. So on 20th of December, out is 250. 250. So which means first in, first out. So we will use this $20, not $24. So 250 multiplied by 20. All right. And balance. What will be the balance on 20th of December? So the balance will be we use 250 from here. So what does it mean? 250 left, all right, at 20 and 1000 at 24. I will write down here 1 and 2. Again, first in, second in. All right? So which means the balance will be 29,000. 29,000. The balance of raw material on 20th of December was 29. All right. Now, next is 26th December. So let me share with you screen again. 26th of December, we issued 500. All right. 26th of December, we issued material out 500. 500 means we use 250 first at this price and 250 with this price. Because first in, first out. We use it this one first and then we use it this 1,000. All right. So, which means issued 250 at 20. We issued this out this and 250 at 24. All right. Now, what will be the balance? Balance. So I'll write down here balance. Balance will be here already finished. Now we use 250 from here. So how much left? 750 at 24. 750 at 24. Which means 18,000. The value of raw material inventory on 26 December was 18,000. All right. Now, I don't have enough space, so I'm going to erase these 2 lines. Then so after 26, we have 28. We have 28. 28, we purchased 500 at 26. So 28. December, we purchased. We purchased 500 at 26. Right? 500 at 26. And we already have 750 at 24. 750 at 24. I'll write down here 1. Write down here 2. I'm writing 1 and 2 for easy for me to find out when material issued. I can easily understand which number we should use it first. All right, so that's why I'm writing here 1 and 2. Right. So this is the balance, right, on 28. So you can multiply by yourself. Then whatever. Now, 30th of December. On 30th of December, we issued 500. All right. So 30th of December, we issued, means material out, 500. All right, 500. So we use this first, number one first, at this price, at 24. So what will be the balance on at the end of 30th December or 31st December? The balance will be 250 at 24, all right, and 500 at 26. That will be the balance, right? So which means the value of 30th December of this 750, this is 750, right? 750. So the value on 30th December or the next day, which is 31st of December, the value of this 750 will be 19,000. And that is your answer. So which means, according to LIFO, according to FIFO method, the value of this 750 will be 19,000. Right? 19,000. That's the ideas behind your FIFO method. First in, first out. All right? So do you have any questions about FIFO method? First in, first out. Anybody has any questions about FIFO method? Say something. Any question, yes or no? No questions. So we move on to the LIFO methods. Actually, I will not explain you about LIFO method, but you have to find it by yourself. I will give you very quick ideas, but you have to calculate by yourself. And in next class, you have to tell me what will be the value of 750, which is this, using LIFO method. Of course, it will not be 19,000. It will be higher than 19,000, right? How much you will calculate at home, and then next time you will tell me. But I can give you quick ideas, quick tip about LIFO method, all right? The tip is when you are looking for a balance, all right? Like here, according to FIFO, I am writing here 1 and 2. First in, first out. Second in, second out, all right? But LIFO is last in, first out. Last in, first out. So which means, according to LIFO method, here I will write 1. And here I will write 2. All right, same thing here. According to LIFO method, I write here 1 and I will write here 2. Same thing here. I write here 1 and I write here 2. All right. This is your LIFO method. Last in, first out. That's only the difference. Your quantity will be the same. All right, quantity will be the same. Of course, doesn't matter LIFO or FIFO, same in and same out. Quantity will not be affected, but your price will be affected because in and out, on the behalf of in and out. And of course, this number will be affected too. This number is gonna be different, all right? Because final answer will be different. All right. So LIFO you will calculate by yourself, and in your next video, which means next week when we have a Zoom meeting next week, then you have to tell me your answer that what will be the value of this 750 using LIFO method. All right. Yes or no? Say something. Quickly say something, right? So you will calculate yes. By. Now we move on to the next one, moving average method. So I think I have to calculate moving average method for you, because sometimes students found little bit difficulties when they calculate moving average method. So I'm going to show you how to apply moving average method, and according to moving average method, what will be the value of this 750 quantity or units, right? So I will write down here. Moving average method. All right. So on 1st of December, we have balance, which is 1,000 at 20, which means it will be 20,000. Right? So remember, I repeat again, in moving average method, we calculate the average price, not average quantity, average price. For example, in your FIFO method, let's say 250 at 20 and 750 at maybe, I don't know, 22. All right, so 1 and 2. All right, this is your FIFO method. But in moving average method, we calculate the average value of the price. We calculate average value of the price. So which means in moving average, no first in, no first out. No first in, no first out, because it's not a first in, first out, or last in, last out. We calculate whatever is the inventory, the value of inventory will be the average. So what does it mean? In moving average, we're not going to write like this. We will write 750 plus 250, which is 1,000. 1,000 at average. The average is 42 divided by 2. All right, which means 21. So this is the average value of the inventory. So which means 21. All right, and that is your balance. So is your balance always like this? All the time. Not like this, because that is your LIFO, FIFO, whatever. But it's moving average, we always calculate the average price. So this one multiplied by this, that is your average, moving average. All right. So now this is the ideas. to calculate the value of inventory using moving average method. All right. Now I'm going to show you how we apply. All right. How we use it moving average method when we calculate the value of inventory. So this is the 1st of December, and then on 10th of December, we issue.
Can you say slowly, teacher?
Sorry?
Can you say slowly?
Okay.
Oh, yes.
On 10th of December, we use it, material out, material issue, all right? 500 at 20, all right? So the balance. So the balance will be, we had 1,000, we use it 500, so 500 left, right? 500 at 20. So the balance on 10th of December was 10,000. Right? Next, 15th December. Right? On 15th December, we purchase material in. We purchase, let me check how much we purchase. On 15th of December, we purchase 1,000 at 24. All right, 1,000 at 24 on 15th of December. Right? So I'll write down here purchase 1,024, and we already have 500 at 20. Right? We already have 500 at 20. So what does it mean? Same thing. We're going to calculate the average of this, which is
22.
Which is 22. All right? 44 divided by 2, which is 22. And here is 1,500. So 1,500 at 22.
Oh, well, yes, I know.
So 1,500 at 22. All right. So, which means the balance is on 15 December, balance is 34,000.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know.
All right, so I repeat, how we got this one? From here. According to your question, on 15th of December, we purchased 1,000 at 24. All right, and we have balance, which was 500. All right, so the average price is 22, and quantity of material is 1,500 pounds. So 1,500 multiplied by 22 is your value of inventory, which is 34,000. All right. Next is 20th of December. 20th of December, we issued, as per your question, on 20th of December, we issued 250 pounds, out 250 pounds. All right, so we issued 250 50 pounds. At what price? Of course, at average price.
22.
22. All right, 22. All right, now balance. What will be the balance
Cái gì vậy đó?
on this date? This minus this.
Yeah.
So what will be the price? 500 multiplied by 20
1,250.
plus what?
Bị nhảy màn hình khó chịu vậy.
22 point, I don't know. Divided by the- What will be the value? Can you calculate for me? How much? Is it same or different? If you have calculator, tell me how much is this?
Excuse me, sir. On December 15 December is to 33,000. Now it's 34,000.
22.67. 30. Minor difference. I think that's okay. It's not very major difference. You can calculate in that average sense. I'm okay with it. If you calculate like this, that's fine. If 22.67, I think that's fine. It's okay. All right. So if you write it 22.67 multiplied by 1,500, you said it is 33 something. It's okay. That's fine. If you want, you can estimate like this. You can calculate like this to get this number. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's not a major difference. I think that's fine if you are applying this way to it. All right. So is it okay? You can choose this way to estimate 22.67. If it's 22.67, I don't think so. When you calculate the balance on 31st of December of 750, I don't think so. It's going to be very major difference. Right? It's going to be nearly same. We will check. We will see at the end. But the idea is that you can choose either this way or that way. Right? It's fine. If it's minor difference, it is not problem for me. If your answer is, I'm not looking for exact number. I'm not chasing behind the exact number. As long as you follow the right procedure, it's okay for me. All right? Say something. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, I don't know. From 15 December. Can you test me again?
You mean 15 December? Repeat again.
From 20 December, I don't understand.
No, I haven't finished 20 December. We're still on the way. We haven't finished because one student asked me a question about 15 December. So that's why I start explaining about 15 December. But I haven't finished this date. All right. Now I'm going to show you 20 December, what will be the value. All right. So I repeat, you can, I'm talking about 15 December. All right. This, you can choose this way or this way. I'm okay. Right. Now we move on to 20 December. 20 December, material out 250. All right. So 1,500 minus 250, which is 1, 2, 1250, I guess. Yep. 1250 at 22 or 22.67. That's fine, right? So this multiplied by this, on 20th of December, the balance will be 28,000. All right. So that's the value of inventory on this day. Now you move on. So next is 26th December. Next is 26th December. On 26th December, we issue, so means material out, all right, which is 500. December material issue, which is 500. So 500 at 22 or 22.67. So the balance on 26th December. So this minus this, which is 750. We had this balance, material out 500, how much left? 750. At price is 22, which means the balance of material on 26th was 17,000. Right? Next is 28.
Why the balance of 26 December is 750?
Because on 20 December, the balance was 1250, right? And 26 December, material out 500. So 1250 minus 500. 750. Yes or no? Say something.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So the balance on 26 is 750 at 22, which means 17,000. All right. Now the last is on 28th December. Material in. So please mute yourself because I can hear your background is very noisy.
So noisy.
So on 28th December, material in 500 at 26. All right. 500 at 26. 28th December. Material in 500. All right. 500 plus 750. Right? And at the rate, how much was the rate? The rate was 26. All right. So 22, 26. Average will be 48 divided by 2, so 24, right? So average will be 24. So 1250. Right? So the purchase will be 1250 and 24. Right? I repeat, why 24? Balance was 750 at 22. Right? That was the balance. As per question, we purchased 500 at 26 as per question. All right? If we calculate average, the average will be 24. All right? So 1250 at 24. 1250 at 24. So the balance on 28th December. Okay. So the value, the balance on 28th December of this was 30,000. 30,000. Right? Next is after 28, we have 30th December, issued 500, material out 500. Material out 500. So 30th December, material out is 500. Material out 500. At so right down here 500 at 24, material out. All right. So how much left? 1250 minus 500 because 500 out. 1250 minus 500, which is 750. Right? So 750 at 24. Price will be 24. So which means balance is 750 at 24 will be 18,000. So what does it mean? At the end of 30th December or 31st December, your balance will be 750 as per question, and the value of this 750 will be 18,000 at the rate of 24. All right? So which means according to moving average method, the value of this 750 will be 18,000. And according to FIFO method, the value of this 750 I deleted. So anyway, the value of 750 according to first in first out is 19,000. Right? Yeah. 19,000. So that's the difference. According to moving average, it's 18. And according to first in, first out, it's 19. All right. So it depends upon you. As I said that if you are a company, it depends upon you. You can choose either moving average method to calculate the value of inventory, or you can use first in, first out method to calculate the value of inventory. Right? It depends upon you, right? But majority of companies, it do not apply LIFO method, last in, first out. I already gave you reason in the last lecture that why company less likely to apply last in, first out method, and even according to international accounting standard or international financial reporting standard, companies are not allowed to use LIFO method. All right. So according to LIFO method, the value of inventory gonna be much more higher than FIFO and moving average. So that is your homework to calculate LIFO method. And in the next lecture, you will tell me what will be the value of 750 pounds using LIFO method. All right. Understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
In the previous meeting video, you uploaded to LMS, but I cannot get. I did not upload learning. I did not upload LIFO, FIFO, and moving average calculation in your learning management system. I said you go to your lecture slide here. Lecture slides here. Please make sure you listen me carefully. Right? Don't ask me again and again. Here, in the beginning of lecture, I said that I did not upload lecture slides on learning management system. I did not upload separately because this is in your class activity, in your lecture slides. That is your lecture slide. Slide number 10. If you open your topic 2, slide number 10, that is your LIFO, FIFO moving average calculation. So that's the thing. All right, so you find by yourself in your lecture slide. Slide number 10. All right. 15 December by 34. I think you multiply. How much is this? This multiplied by this, how much? Is it 34? Is it 34? I think 32.
It's 33.
33. Oh, so I misunderstood. So it's 33. Sorry. So that's 30. So it's my mistake. But as a result, this is your main answer is this, because the purpose of LIFO, FIFO moving average method is to calculate the value of inventory at the end of the period. Because at the end of the period, you're gonna apply as a cost, right? Because we calculate the cost of material at the end of the period. So at the end of the period, your cost of material will be 18,000 using a moving average method, right? So that's the main thing, all right? It depends when we close our accounts. If we close our accounts on 30th of December, the value of inventory will be 18. If we close our accounts on 26th December, value will be 17. If we close our accounts on 10th of December, the value will be 10,000. All right. It depends when do we close our accounts, because that's the main purpose of LIFO, FIFO, and a moving average method. All right. So, anybody has any question? Any questions? Say something. If no question, then we move on to topic 3. Any question? Okay, so we move on. Move on to topic 750 multiplied by 22 is, yeah. Please check it. All right. No matter what is the number, so you find by yourself. All right, 16,500. That's fine. This could be 16,000, whatever. I don't have calculator at the moment, so make sure you check it. So make sure you check. The main important is you understand how we calculate moving average factor. The most important is this thing. All right. If this one is right, all right, of course, this value is right. If this, the order is wrong, this is wrong. So make sure you find by yourself. So it's okay. Now we move on to topic 3, accounting for labor. All right. So topic 3, accounting for labor. Accounting for labor. I saw you posting, but there are some problem with that link. We cannot access those videos. Could you post it again? Previous meeting, but there are some problem with that link. Oh, really? Okay, I will check. Teacher, the previous recording before you, where we can get it. The previous recording I already send you. I have previous recording, but did I send you? I don't remember. Did I send you the recording for the previous recording? Did I send you?
You resend, but it have an error and we can got it.
All the links have error?
Yes.
Really? Let me check again, because it's sometimes it's very hard for sending the video from Zoom to Drive. Sometimes it has an error. But I also sent to the other students, other courses. They are okay. They have no problem. But anyway, I will check again. All right.
Yes. Thank
I will
you.
check, and I will check tonight. So I will send you this video, today's video, and then next video. You send it, but we do not the right. Oh, if you do not have a right to access, sometime I forgot to open. So you have to click on the request. You click on the request, you send me request, and I will open for you. Sometime, if I don't have time, I quickly upload on Google Drive and I send it to you. Sometime I forgot to click on the view session that everybody can view it. Sometimes I see, sometimes I don't see, because sometimes it says in Vietnamese, so I don't understand. So if this is the case that you cannot access, then you have to send me a request. If you already send, I will check my email and then I will reply to you. All right? Yeah, but until now, many students, they send me request, and I said I access, I reply to them, and I believe some of you can watch it. All right. But anyway, I will check again, and I will open the access for every student, and then I will send it to you. All right. So I will send you this one and that one both. Right? I can upload on YouTube, but the problem with the YouTube is that this memory is really heavy. So it takes many hours for me to upload on YouTube, and then you can access. So that's why I try to send you through Google Drive. Okay, I will check. So let's start with the topic 3. In a company, there are many times purchase and issues. Can we recalculate the price after 1 week or 1 month? Uh, yeah, of course. Whenever, okay, for example, whenever material in and out, you have to calculate the price of material. Like as the previous question, 1st of December, 10th of December, because 10th of December material out, all right? And when material out, then you calculate the value of inventory. Because if you're not going to calculate the value of inventory, next time when material in, then you have to calculate the previous value of inventory. So the idea is that whenever material in, out, yes, we have to calculate the value of inventory. Is much more easier for us. Why? Because when the last date of the month, it's very easy. But if you do not record in out, then at the end of the month, when you calculate the value of inventory, is going to be quite complicated. All right. So that's why in companies, whenever material in, we calculate the balance. Material out, we calculate again balance. Material in, out. Exactly same thing we do in a bin card. Remember bin card? I explained in the last lecture. In bin card, when we record the value of inventory in and out, at the same time, we update the price of inventory. So it's much more easier for accountants to calculate the value of inventory at the end of the month. Yes, we have to calculate whenever material in and out. All right. Okay, so accounting for labor. So accounting for labor, you have 3 learning outcomes, right? It's not too much accounting for labor, and you don't have much calculations for accounting for labor, right? So remember, until now, about calculations, we learn about LIFO, FIFO, moving average. We did not learn any other calculation, but remember, theory is really important for you, all right? So because we do not have a face-to-face meeting, means we don't have a classes right now. So that's why I'm not really focused much more on the calculations, because you may have a problem. But again, you have some calculation in accounting for labor, but for this moment, I will not talk about any calculation for accounting for labor. So in topic accounting for labor, we only learn about theory, all right? But it's very important, all right? So accounting for material, calculation, accounting for labor, only theory, but I will explain. It's very easy. Right? And accounting for overheads means next week, that has a calculation, right? So accounting for labor, no calculation, only theory. But with the help of this theory, you understand how to calculate. But again, I will not show you any, I will not ask any calculations questions in your exam, all right? For accounting for the labor, no calculation in your exam. So start with the first learning outcome. I will go quite fast, because I mean, I will not speak fast, but I will go fast on the topics, because I believe you already watched a video for topic 3, all right? Okay. So let's start with the labor cost. If you want to calculate labor cost of labor, we have three methods, right? We have three methods to calculate the cost of labor. In these three methods, so I will write down here, calculation of labor cost. How do we calculate the value of, the cost of labor? So we have three methods to calculate the cost of labor. First method is a hourly rate plan, all right? HRP, hourly rate plan. Next one is a piece rate plan. Piece rate plan. And next is modified wage plan. Modified wage plan. So we have three different methods to calculate the labor cost. All right. Some companies apply hourly rate plan, some company apply piece rate plan, and some company apply modified wage plan. Modified wage plan is a combination of hour rate and piece rate. It's a combination of both. All right. So let's start with the hourly rate plan. As you can see the name, hourly rate plan. Hourly rate plan means when company pay money to worker as per the hour, how many hours they work. So the company decided to pay them $10 per hour, and worker works 10 hours in a day, in a week, depends. So 10 multiplied by 10, $100 is a labor cost according to hourly rate plan. All right. How we calculate hourly rate plan? So the way to calculate, so I write down here, formula. What is the formula of hourly rate plan? Formula is rate per hour, rate per hour multiplied by number of hours. Right? Rate per hours multiplied by number of hours. This is the way to calculate the labor cost. Very simple, very easy. Let's say $10 per hour and worker work $20. 10 multiplied by 20 is $200 is the labor cost. All right. Now, but there are some problem with this hour rate plan. So what does it mean? We're going to talk about some strength and some weaknesses. All right. Strength of hour rate plan and weakness of hour rate plan. So the strength is quality of material not affected. Right? Quality of material will not affect. Why? Because company pay them according to per hour. So the worker will take much more time to produce product. All right. They're not going to make rush, means they're not going to produce much more faster. All right. No matter they produce faster or they produce slow, company will pay them according to per hour. So means they spend minimum time, optimum time to produce the product. So means quality will not be affected, even though that kind of method maintain the quality of the product. All right. So that's the idea of the hourly rate plan, right? You don't need to follow writing by writing. I'm just focus more on listening because I believe you already watch the video. All right. But anyway, I repeat again. Strength is quality of material not affected. The quality of material will not be affected. It's remain same. Quality will not affect. Right? Now weakness. What is the weakness of this material? The problem with this method is no incentive. No incentives. No incentives means extra money. All right, it's kind of like a bonus. So mainly the worker who are working on hourly basis, they're less likely to have some kinds of commission, incentive, or bonus. They're less likely to have that kind of benefits from company. So means they don't have opportunity to make extra money, to earn extra money. They do not have that kind of opportunity. That's why this is the problem of this method. That's the problem. Okay? Next is piece rate plan. We have formula for piece rate plan. Right? Now, what does it mean, piece rate plan? As you can see, the name piece rate plan. Piece rate means company pay money to worker as per the number of product. Depends how many products you produce. For example, company decided to pay $50 one product, right, to worker. And in one day, worker makes two products. So 50 multiplied by 2, $100 is the labor cost. All right. So for example, real estate business. Real estate business, I hope you know real estate. If you do not know real estate business is a business in which people, property business, lands, building, buying and selling land, house, that's called real estate business. So in real estate business, company more likely to pay to worker as per piece rate plan. So means if you sell more lands, more house, so house or land is a product, all right, of a real estate company. If you sell more land, more house, you have a chance to make more money, right? If you sell less house, then you make less money. So that kind of business, company apply piece rate plan, all right? So the formula is rate per piece multiplied by number of pieces, number of units. Rate per piece, company decided to pay $50 per product, right? And number of units, maybe 100, right? So that is rate per piece, right? Number of units. So now we move on to the some strength strength and weakness of this method, right? Strength include high output. High output. High output means number of products or the production level increase. Worker more likely to produce high number of products. Why? Because company pay them according to per products. If they produce more and more product, they will earn more and more money. So if they will produce more product, company production increase. Production increase means output. Production means output. The product is out, means produced, right? So your output increase, your production increase. That's the good thing about this method, right? The weak point of this method is low quality. Quality of product will be reduced. Why? Because workers, they are willing to produce more and more products. They're working on produce product faster. If they're working on producing product faster, maybe the quality will not be the same compared to this method, right? Because this method, quality is good. But this method, the product of quality is bad. That's the problem of this method, right? Next is modified wage plan, right? Modified wage plan, as I said, it's a combination of these both methods, right? Piece rate plan and wage rate plan. Right? So, formula. Formula is hourly rate plan plus piece rate plan. All right. What does it mean? At some extent, company will pay them according to per hour, and then later on, company may pay them according to per products. All right, it depends upon company. So some kinds of let me give you example. Some kinds of business, marketing people, salesmen, saleswomen, right? They have a salary according to per hour. They have some kinds of fixed salary. Company pay them, company asks them to work fixed hours in a week. So company pay them, I'm talking about salesmen, sales boys, sales girls, that kind of job, right? So company normally pay them according to per hour or some kind of fixed payments. But if they sell extra products, so they have a chance to make extra money, which is commission. Of course, they have to work to sell more product because their fixed salary is very low, right? Maybe $100 or $200. Company don't pay them too much, all right? So which means you sell any product or you don't sell, company will pay you fixed salary or depends upon hourly salary. But if you sell more and more products, so you have extra money. So means company is applying both in that situation, company applying both method, or hourly rate plan and piece rate plan. So this is called modified wage plan. So which means the combination of fixed money and variables money, which is not safe, right? Yep. So it's like this. So piece rate plan and wage rate plan, it's a modified wage plan, right? So that's all about your learning outcome 1. Learning outcome 1 is finished. So what is the strength and weakness? Strength and weakness. Strength and weaknesses is same like as strength and weaknesses of hourly rate plan and piece rate plan. That will be strength and weaknesses of this method. Right? So that's the ideas behind it. All right. So any questions about learning outcome 1? Any questions? Learning outcome 1? Learning outcome 1 is finished. Can you tell me again about the strong and weak hourly rate plan? Strong point is in hourly rate plan. Strong point is quality of material will be high, right? Quality of products or material not affected. So in simple words, the strength of HRP is the quality of material will be high, all right? The weakness is no incentive. Incentives means extra money, all right? Some kinds of additional income besides the normal salary, right? Like as bonus, commissions, right? These are the incentives, all right? So in our rate plan, we do not have a chance to make incentives. So make some kinds of bonus or commission because company just pay them according to hours, all right? So that's the idea. In this slides, after modified wage plan has a phrase makeup guarantee. What does it mean? Makeup guarantee means a product more likely to fix. You have a chance to fix the product. All right, like for example, company produced this product. How do you pay salary to? For example, company pay. Now explaining what is the meaning of makeup guarantee. Makeup guarantee means, for example, I produce this product, right? After producing this product, and company pay money to worker according to per product piece rate plan, $10, right? So I'll give you $10, you work, right? And then after producing this product has a problem. If this product has a problem, worker, like as me, I have to work extra. But I'm not producing this old product again. I'm going to fix it. So it takes me 2 hours to fix it. So company will not pay me piece rate plan. Company will pay me hour rate plan, pay hour. So that's the meaning of makeup guarantee. All right. So it's kind of company force people to maintain the quality of the product, which may be the problem because they focus more on the producing more product. But if company focus people to produce product with a high quality, that's kind of giving guarantees to the companies that worker will not make any kind of mistakes. That's the main purpose of this thing. Next is, how do you pay salary for modified wage plan? It's a combination of both, as I said. For example, company decided to pay me salary according to $10 per hour plus selling a land. Selling a product is an extra commission for me. So for example, I'm a salesman. So company pay me So company pay me $50 to sell one product. Company pay me $50 to sell one product. All right. Besides that, it's not just only about company pay me money according to per product, but company said that we will also give you a salary, which is, let's say, $10 for 5 hours, and company want me to work 5 hours in a week. All right. So, which means if I sell 3 products, so company pay me $10, which is according to our rate plan, is more likely to be fixed, and 3 products. So 3 products means 150. So my total salary will be $250. So that's the ideas behind applying both methods, right? Our rate plan and piece rate plan. Next, someone send me question in Vietnamese. I don't know, me or to someone, but I don't know what does it mean. Teacher, can you ask students send the question for everyone see together? They just send for you. We don't know anything. Can you give a specific example? Students, when you ask me a question, please ask questions to everyone. So because when I read the question and when I answer the question, some students, they do not understand what I'm talking about. So please, you ask any question, you send to everyone so other students can understand. All right. Next is, can you give a specific example for learning outcome 1, please? Learning outcome 1 example. Okay, I repeat, what is the main purpose of learning outcome 1? Learning outcome 1 is about calculate the labor cost. All right. Some companies, like as material, calculate the value of material. We have 3 methods: LIFO, FIFO, moving average. Exactly, when we calculate the labor cost, we also have 3 methods: hour rate plan, piece rate plan, and both. All right, which means modified wage plan. I can give example of hour rate plan, like as KFC, McDonald's, these kind of fast food restaurants. Company pay money to worker according to per hours. All right. Piece rate plan. Some kinds of manufacturing companies, they pay money to worker as per piece rate plan. For example, I don't know, let's say laptop companies or TV manufacturing companies, they pay money to worker, depends how many products they can produce it. So they apply piece rate plan method, right? Some kinds of business, they apply modified wage plan. Modified wage plan is any kinds of method that combination of both, like as real estate business, right? Like as salesmen, sales girls, they have some kinds of salary, which depends how many hours administration work they do. Besides, if they're selling more and more products, they are making more and more money. So it's a combination of both, which is modified wage plan. That's the ideas behind modified wage plan, right? So now we move on to learning outcome 2. Any other question? So we move on to learning outcome 2. Okay. So move on to learning outcome 2 now. So learning outcome 2 about the process of recording labor cost, how we identify or how we record, what is the system to record the labor cost. So learning outcome 2. What is the process or system to control the labor cost or record the labor cost? What is the system to control the record or taking care of the labor of cost, and how we recording how many people, what kind of departments involved in our labor cost? All right, so that's the main ideas of this one. So first of all, we have a time keeping department. We have timekeeping department. What does it mean, timekeeping department? Timekeeping department keep the records of all kinds of workers. What time they start, what time they finish. All right, so whenever the worker, they enter in a manufacturing units or manufacturing department, they have to fill a form. What time entry means what time you start working, and when you out from the production department and you finish working, and then you record. Or sometimes they have a biometric system, they just fingerprints. When they in the company, they use fingerprints to get in, and when they out, they press fingerprints, and then they out. So company have a recording system, they can understand this worker, what time start, what time finish. Or some companies, they have a ticket system, they have some kinds of plastic access card, so they access when they in, then they again when they out, they press that cards. So these kind of things called timekeeping department. They keep all the recording system of the workers, what time they start, what time they finish. All right? Besides timekeeping department, another department is a payroll department. Now, what does it mean, payroll department? Can you give us a break for 15 minutes? I will give you a break 15 minutes after learning outcome 2, because learning outcome 2 is not very big. It's very short. Once we finish learning outcome 2, then I'll give you a break. I also need a break. But let me finish learning outcome 2. So can I finish learning outcome 2, or you need break now? Finish learning outcome 2 or break now? Someone asked me for break. Can I finish learning outcome 2 first? Say something. Finish learning. Okay. So payroll departments. Now, what is payroll department? The meaning of payroll is a salary, money that company pay to their worker. All right, so salary, or the payroll department is responsible for paying salary. All right. What these two departments do, these two departments keep the information about time. Timekeeping department and payroll department, they keep information about time, what time they start, what time they finish. These two departments are responsible for that. All right. So after receiving all information about what time workers start, what time worker finish, they send this time sheet. It's called time sheet. They send these time sheets to accounts department. They send these timesheets. Timesheet means all the information, what name of worker, worker IDs, and worker start, worker responsibilities and everything is mentioned on their timesheets. They write down everything and they send these timesheets to the account department. Account department is, of course, it's a responsible for recording and paying money, right? So that's normally happen, right? That's normally happen. The procedure to record record the salary of the workers. All right. Now, besides salary, this is the way to record the salary of the worker. We have to understand the functions. Functions of payroll. Payroll department functions, right? So one is the process of recording informations about the laborers in their accounts, right? And the functions of payroll. It includes the way the things gonna happen in the payroll department. That's called the function of the payroll. So what are the functions of payroll department? They have various functions. So they have a primary function. Primary functions. So the primary functions of payroll department is to calculate the basic salary of the workers, right? Primary function or primary responsibilities of payroll department is to calculate wages and salary. Wages and salary. That's the primary function, all right? Besides that, in these primary functions, they also responsible for the taxes. For the taxes means when we work in a company, we have to pay tax, all right? We're gonna pay tax, so we do not directly paying tax to the government. What we're doing, company takes some money out from our salary as a tax. So company take it out and company hold it. And then company at the end of the period, company will give that money to the government. All right? That's also the function of the payroll department, about all the kind of tax things, paying tax to the government. This is the responsibility of payroll departments, right? Besides that, we're gonna discuss some kinds of forms. What kind of forms payroll department need to fill, or what kind of records they're gonna keep it, all right? Some books, some accounts, some forms, some records, they're gonna keep it, all right? The name of the accounts, name of the records that we're gonna keep it as a payroll department, right? So they have three kinds of forms they're gonna keep it, right? Three kinds of forms they're gonna keep it. First thing is payroll records. Payroll records. Second one is earning records. Payroll records, earning records, and payments of net earning. Payments of net earning. Payments of net earning, right? Payroll records. Payroll records provides information about employee earning, how much money they are earning, right? It's complete information that this is the total money worker are working. Let's say number of product worker is producing, what kind of product, how many product, right? The quality of the products, everything is recorded in the payroll records. Of course, sometimes workers, they have to work overtime, extra hours. So maybe produce extra products. So that's also mentioned in this kinds of payroll records, right? Next is employee earning records. In earning records, we mention about employees' information. All right, employees' name, employees' IDs, since how many years employee is working, how much tax that particular employee is paying, right? Sometimes some workers, they contribute some money in the account. So when they retire, uh, company pay them money. So this is called provident funds, or sometimes in some countries this is called superannuation funds. So how much money that employees contribute in his or her accounts, that information also mentioned in earning records, right? And payments of net earning. In payments of net earning, that information about worker net income after paying all the kind of taxes. Of course, how much tax worker is paying after paying all the taxes, what is a net after paying insurance, after paying pension contribution, like as I just explained, after paying taxes, how much money worker will receive. That's the information of payments of net earning. All right. So that's all about learning outcome 2. Learning outcome 2 is finished. So any question about learning outcome 2? Any question learning outcome 2? If no question, then we go for break. Say something, yes or no, any questions? Otherwise, we go for break. No questions? Quickly say something. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Yes, let's have. So we're gonna have a break. So now in my watch is 10 to 4. So 4 o'clock exactly, we will start second meeting. And if you wanna do second meeting, you click on the meeting 2 link, meeting 2, all right? Not meeting 1, because meeting 1 now I'm going to finish, all right? So please, please click on meeting 2, and then you can see. All right, so I repeat, click on meeting 2 to start meeting 2. Exactly 4 o'clock. I will not wait for you. 4 o'clock, I will start talking about learning outcome 3. All right, and after learning outcome 3, we will stop. We will finish. All right, if you don't have any questions. All right, so we can have a break. So let me repeat again. Now, in learning outcome 3, we're gonna discuss about the accounting for labor cost. Accounting for labor cost means how do we record the labor cost in our accounts, right? You know that we have 2 types of labor cost: direct labor cost and indirect labor cost. You can't see, I can't see, sir. You can't see me, or you can't see the board? It's not clear. Can you see that? Board is blurred. It's not clear. I don't know.
Sorry, sir. The quality of the video is not good.
How about now? Is it okay now? Is it okay? Okay. So, accounting for labor, all right? So, in accounting for labor, we have a labor cost, all right? We have a labor cost. Now, there are two types of labor cost. You know that. Direct labor cost, and indirect cost. Right? Direct labor cost and indirect labor cost. Okay. So you know that in our previous video, previous week, or in my YouTube video, you already seen that in manufacturing process, we have three steps involved in manufacturing process. We have raw material, we have work in process, and we have finished goods. All right. So remember, we normally prepare T accounts. I hope you study T accounts in your previous subjects. So we prepare raw material accounts. All right. We prepare work in process accounts. And we prepare finished goods accounts. Right? In raw material accounts provide information about material cost. Right? Work in process provides information about material if we have additional material, and mainly labor. Right? And finished goods is information about material, labor, and overhead. Because finished goods means product is finished. Right? Product is finished means product manufactured is a combination of three costs: material, labor, overheads. Right? Besides these T accounts, we prepare one more T account. One more T account is a overhead account. Overhead accounts is about indirect material, indirect labor, or indirect expense or other expense. It provides information about indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expense. So the idea is this cost will transfer to finished goods. Someone can't see the board. Can you see that, or you can't see that? Can you see board, or still has a problem? Video not HD. No, I can't. No, can't. How about now? How about now? No, I don't know what to do. How about now? Quality in video is not good. I don't know, it's about internet. Beauty internet is not really good, so I can't do anything. Can you change another camera? Better for a bit. Yeah, I use the sitting camera. How about now? Is it okay? Can you board the word that I just use my phone? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe internet has a problem here. I don't know what to do. Internet not really good. We can see that. I have to write all again. So you want me to write start again? Say something, start again. Yes. In our labor cost, we have two types of cost: direct labor and indirect labor, right? Direct labor, indirect. Can you see that now? Is it clear? So remember, direct labor cost is belongs to work in process, and indirect labor belongs to factory overhead, right? Now, what is that? You know that manufacturing is mainly combination of three things: manufacturing process, raw material, working process, and finished goods. All right. So what does it mean? It's a combination of manufacturing. All right. It's a manufacturing process. It's a combination of three things. Right. Now let me draw some T accounts. Then I will explain you in more better way. So we have raw material accounts. We have work in process accounts. We have factory overhead accounts, and we have finished goods accounts. All right. Raw material accounts information about raw material, and that raw material is a direct. All right. Work in process is about working process about direct labor, right? And factory overhead, it's a overhead. So means indirect material, indirect labor, or indirect expense, right? Indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expense, right? That is your factory overheads. And finished goods is a combination of all costs, because finished goods is finished. When goods is a finished, it includes three things: direct material, direct labor, and overheads. So all this information transfer to finished goods. And finished goods has a direct material that's come from maybe here, direct labor that's come from here, and overheads that's come from overheads. So it's a finished goods, and finished goods will transfer to cost of goods sold. All right, so this is very basic information about T accounts. The main idea to explain you T accounts is, keep in your mind, direct labor is transferred to working process, and indirect labor will transfer to factory overheads, T account. Why? Because factory overhead is an indirect cost, and direct labor is a direct cost, directly involved in production, directly involved in process. That's why it's called a indirect, sorry, it's called a working process accounts, working process information, right? Keep in your mind this thing. Yeah. It's just a basic information. We're not gonna go more detail or more calculations about this kind of T account. Okay. Now we move on to the another point of accounting for labor. Right. Okay. Another one is overtime, because we are talking about labor costs. So overtime, it's important, right? So still learning outcome 3. Now we discuss about overtime. You know overtime. What does it mean, overtime? Overtime means when worker work extra, the company gonna pay them extra. So it's a labor cost. All right. So we should not ignore uh, uh, overtime. All right. We should keep in mind our overtime information. All right. So there are two types of overtime: overtime pay and overtime premium. Right. Overtime pay and overtime premium. Right. Overtime pay. How to calculate overtime pay? Overtime pay is required hour rate and extra hours. Required hour rate multiplied by extra hours. Required hour pay means the normal rate that company normally pay you. For example, you work 10 hours. I mean, normally company pay you $10 per hour. All right. If you work extra, $10 multiplied by extra, this is called overtime pay. All right. Now, overtime premium. Overtime premium is extra hour rate multiply by extra hours. Extra hour rates, not the normal hour rates. Extra hour rates means like rates for public holidays. Normally, when there is a public holiday, if workers are working, company will not pay them normal rate. Company pay them extra rates, which is maybe 1.5 times than the normal rates. All right? If normal rate is $10, they will work at $15. All right? So remember, extra rates, the best example of extra rate is a public holidays. The rate worker get it on public holiday, that's extra hour rates. And required hour rates means normal hour rates. That worker, they get it on weekdays during a normal days. When you work on a normal day, the rate company pay you, that's called normal hour rates or required hour rates, all right? Or minimum hour rates that normally company pay to work. But extra hour rates means when company pay extra rates to the worker on a particular situation or the occasions, that could be a public holiday, all right? During that time, workers, a company gonna pay them a different rates, all right? Extra hours are the same. Then you receive money in this situation, like as normally you work 5 p.m. until 5 p.m. All right. But if you're working until 7 p.m. on weekdays, for example, so your extra hours are 2. If company pay you extra hours with the normal rates, that's called a overtime pay. But you're working on public holidays or on weekends, company pay you different rates and different hour, that's called overtime premium. So remember, there is a difference between overtime rates and overtime premium, all right? Both are different. So when we are calculating our labor cost, we have to keep in our minds whether we apply overtime pay or we apply overtime premium to calculate the labor cost. All right? So that's all about your learning outcome 3. Learning outcome 3 is finished. Topic 3 finished. Accounting for material, accounting for labor is finished. All right? So, any questions you have? If you do not have any question, then we talk about midterm exam or something. But do you have any question? Please ask me a question if you have. Any question? Say something. Yes, what is your question? Someone said yes, have a question. So tell me, what is your question? Quickly tell me your question if you have. No question. Okay. So if you have any question, please send me message later or send me email later if no question. Wait. Okay, I wait. Do we have? Yes, I'm gonna talk about midterm test. But before we talk about midterm text, please tell me, do you have any questions about topic 3? If no question about topic 3, no question about topic 2, then I will talk about midterm. Any question? Topic 2, topic 3?
What is the difference between the direct and indirect on labor cost?
I think you did not watch my video, direct and indirect labor cost. I explained that direct labor cost and indirect labor cost even in the last video. Anyway, I repeat again, listen me carefully. What is the difference between direct labor and indirect labor? Direct labor means when workers directly involved in production. For example, workers are working on machine, directly making products. This is called this is called direct labor, directly making products, direct labor, right? Indirect labor. Indirect labor means the people indirectly involved in production. They are part of production, but they are not producing product. For example, supervisor, indirect labor. Security guards in factory, indirect labor. The truck driver who bring raw material to the factory, indirect labor. Anybody who is working in a factory is indirect labor. All right? Direct labor, anybody working on the product, making products, right? Like as workers, using raw material, using machine to making the product. That is a direct labor, right? I hope you understand. Any other question? Ask me if you have any other question.
Hello, Mr. Smith.
Yep.
What is difference between overtime rent premium and night shift?
Overtime premium and night shifts. Okay.
Yes.
Overtime premiums here could be night shift if the rate of night shift is different than the rate of day shifts. All right. But normally, night shift not considered as a premium. It's not considered as a overtime premium. Night shift, no. Why? Because night shifts are not extra hours for worker X. Worker X working in a day. Worker X is not doing a night shifts. All right? Worker X is working in a day and worker Y working at night. So working Y, money company paying to working Y will not consider as a night shifts. No. It's considered as a normal shifts. It's considered as a normal rates. If night shift worker is working on public holiday nights, all right? And whatever company pay to that worker on public holiday nights, that will be treated as an overtime pay, sorry, overtime premium. If night shift worker supposed to finish work 5 in the morning, but night shift worker finish work 7 in the morning, so 2 hours extra, that considered as an overtime pay, all right? So that's very simple. It will not treat it as an overtime. Why? Because keep in your mind overtime. Keep in your mind overtime is when the workers are working working late. Overtime means then worker have extra hours. So night shift is a normal routine. Depends what kind of business you have. Some business people work at night, some production, some factories, some they do not. All right. So overtime may not be part of the night shifts in that particular factory. All right. So.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Example, Every day I work. I start at 7. I start at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yep.
But one day work. I work until 8 p.m.
Mm.
3 hours from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. called night shift or overtime premium.
Overtime. It's
Oh
not
yes.
night shifts. Night shift means your regular routine. Overtime is not a regular. All
Oh
right.
yes. Okay.
Overtime is not
Okay.
a
Thank you.
regular shift. It's an overtime shift.
Yes.
Someone
Thank
asked.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone asked me another question. Wait, let me check. What is your question? Uh, Someone said, I see in your video half regular labor code, but in PowerPoint is a 150. So it's is it same half or actually is half is an extra. So 150. So it's 1.5. So maybe I said half extra. So it's become 100. Total is become 150. All right. So that's mainly. What is a graveyard shift? Graveyard shifts may be considered as I don't know. I guess it's a night shifts, graveyard shifts. Let me check. Let me check graveyard shifts. It's not working. I don't know.
Hello, teacher.
Yep.
I have a question. I remember for example, the that holiday to work if the work in the company, their uh, the salary have 300% in the salary, not 150 150%.
Mm-hmm.
If can you explain
Why?
what? Can you tell me why?
Actually,
Why reason?
it's happened only in Vietnam because it's a Vietnam labor law. According to Vietnam labor law, that whoever is working, as far as I know, whoever is working during the Lunar New Year, they're gonna receive a 300% or 3 times salary, normal salary. This is the labor law. If you talk about the labor law, different countries, they have a different labor law system. The way that I'm explaining about overtime and over premium, this is not a Vietnam example. It's a normal condition examples. All right. So if you talk about Vietnam, if the worker are working during Lunar New Year holidays, not the month. I'm not talking about month because month has that's different because that's bonus, that's incentives, that's different than the over rates. All right, and that's bonus or over rates I mean, bonus or incentives, which is on Lunar New Year, is fixed in Vietnam. So company know my labor cost in the month of January or February, whenever we have a Lunar New Year holidays. That's different than the overtime pay and overtime rates. All right. So we do not consider it because it's a law in Vietnam that worker, they're gonna get 3 times extra salary, 3 times or 2 times, I don't know, it depends, or 1 month extra salary. So it's a more about law thing. It doesn't really happen in other countries. They have a different system, different law to make a payments. All right. Yes or no?
Yes.
Did I answer your question? One student asked me about graveyards. What is graveyard shifts? I try to open the lecture slides, but I cannot find graveyard shifts. Let me check, and then please you send me email about these graveyard shifts. Then I will reply back to you this question. All right? Someone send, whoever is send me graveyards. All right? Please send me email about these graveyard shifts, and then I will reply your question. All right? Ask me any other questions you have regarding topic 2 and topic 3. Any questions about topic 2, topic 3? Say something quickly. Yes or no? Quickly say something. If you have question, please ask me. If no question, then we move on to the midterm exam information. No question. Okay. Now we talk about midterm exam information. Before, in the first day of online, I explained you about that you're gonna have a midterm exams and this and that, but now school hasn't opened, so so I have to think about something else, not the midterm exam. So I am planning to give you assignments, not exam. All right. I'm planning to give you assignments, not exam. And your assignments will be your topic 2 and topic 4. I repeat, I am planning to give you group assignments. Assignment will be in a group. We will talk later. Maybe next time we talk more in detail, but I'm just giving you ideas that school not going to open. So I am planning to give you assignments, because when school, let's say school will open in April, then we do not have enough time for midterm exam. Then we focus more on the final exam. All right. So I'm planning to give you assignments, group assignments. Group assignments, it's a combi, I mean, it's, you have a 2 or 3 very long questions, all right? Question about LIFO, FIFO moving average, and information or calculation from topic, topic 4, which is accounting for overheads, which we'll discuss next week, accounting for overheads, right? So I'm planning to give you that assignments the last week of March, and then I will give you around 1 week. In 1 week, you have to complete this assignment, and then you have to submit a week later to department, or you directly submit to me online, or you can submit to learning management system. We will talk later about that. All right. So you will have a group assignments, and you will decide group by yourself. In next video, I will discuss more about group assignments. All right. I will tell you how many questions. I will tell you about your group members. I will tell you about the formats of the assignments, calculation or theory, or calculation and theory both. All right. So that things I will discuss in the next video. All right. So please attend next week. next Friday or next Saturday, depends when, right? So any questions you have? Anybody has any question? Any questions? Say something. If no questions, can we stop now?
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this only test for midterm examination?
No test, only assignments. You have to prepare a report, or you have to do assignments that I will send it to you. No test. Because school's not open. If school open, then I can give you test. But if school's not open, how can I give you test? So no exams. If school open, then may I give you performance test, but not midterm test, because I'm worried if school's open in April, I'm worried it's gonna be too late. All right, so I'm planning to give you assignments. But if school open, you have still you have a performance test. If no school open, then only assignments and 50%, and final exam 50%. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? And any other questions? Any questions? Payroll record is salary. No, it's not. Payroll records means we record the information about salary called payroll records. The meaning of payroll means a salary. Yes, payroll records is accounts, or it's a documents in which we record the information about salary. Payroll means salary. How many students in a group? I will discuss next week. Maybe minimum 3, maximum 4. It depends. I have to think about it. All right. I have to check how many students in the class, and then on the behalf of class, I will decide in one group maybe 3 to 4, so something like this. Right. I will tell you next week about it. 3, 4 students, not 5, not 6. 5, 6 too much. 3 to 4. So that means your assignment gonna be very, very low, because if 3, 4 students. How about payments net earning? Payments net earning provides information about the net money, net income, net salary employees they receive after paying everything, after paying tax, after paying insurance, after contribute some money in their accounts, whatever monies they receive at the end, at last, that's called net earnings, right? Payments, net earning.
Sorry, teachers. We have one content left of topic 3, special labor cost problems.
Sorry?
I just want to mention that we have one left content, special labor cost problems. Do we study this?
Special labor cost problems. Let me, learning outcome 4, or learning outcome 5. Which learning outcome is it?
Yes, it's a long outcome 5.
Learning outcome 5. Let me check. Special labor cost. I forgot. Yes, we have to study learning outcome 5. Yeah. I will talk about learning outcome 5 in the next video. Yes, it's important.
Okay.
Right? Yes, it's important.
Yeah.
So idea is we haven't finished. Topic 3. We still have to finish learning outcome 5. Is it talk to salary? Someone asked me questions about how about payment. Is it talk to salary? I did not understand your question. How about payment net salary? Net earning? Yes, it's about salary. Of course, it's about worker's salary. Yes, it's about worker's salary. So any other questions? No questions? Say something quickly. No question. All right. If no questions, then we stop here. If you have any questions, please send me email. All right. Then I will answer your question. Whoever is whatever questions you have, like as one student asked me about graveyards, the meaning of graveyards. All right. Please send me email about it. Then I will reply back to you. Any questions you have. All right. So tonight or tomorrow, I will send you the video recording for today's lecture. Right. So thank you very much. I'll see you next week. I repeat, we haven't finished topic 3. All right. Still learning outcome 5 is left. All right. So I'll see you next week. All right. Thank you. Bye.